Time now for our political roundtable. Today we have Republican strategist and pollster Mark Rountree, the founder and president of Landmark Communications, based right here in Atlanta, and Democratic strategist Fred Hicks, the founder and president of the Hicks Evaluation Group, two of our returning panelists. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Let's get into 2026. We're hearing from Chris Carr officially throwing his hat into the ring relatively early, though, Mark. What is the strategy here to do it this early, especially when he has a potential challenger from somebody, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, who has been very vocal on the Trump campaign trail and with the MAGA wing of the party?
It's all money. He's going to focus his efforts on raising money, including over these Christmas holidays. And if he doesn't announce now, he has to wait until after the legislative session is over. He doesn't want to wait 6 months for that. And it's a smart move on his part. His real opponent here is actually not Burt Jones at this stage. It's probably going to be Brad Raffensperger, the Secretary of State. They're going to battle it out for a likely second-place position and a runoff against Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones.
With that primary, Fred, I just want to ask you this on the Democratic side. Could we expect to hear some contenders there? A big name that's been floated out is Lucy McBath.
Yeah. So I think that for Democrats, we'll see people wait until the early part of the new year, because right now we're trying to straighten out our state party situation, and we're also trying to settle on a new national party chair. So once the national and the state level has been settled, I think that's when you'll start seeing a few names to step out there. I think we need to look at Lucy McBath. I think we all should also be on the lookout for DeKalb CEO Michael Thurman, whose term will end here soon. And I think also State Senator Sonia Halpern, as well as State Senator Jason Estevez.
Both of you said things that made me think, so we're going to get into this. Let's start with you, Fred. One name you left off of your potential list was Stacey Abrams. But there are a lot of people who are watching very closely to see what she does leading into 2026.
Big question, where is Stacey Abrams?
Yeah, so Stacey Abrams is, of course, a name that you always have to consider. She's vaguely, flirted, so to speak, with the idea. But I think at this stage, unlike 4 years ago, Democrats are not going to sit back and wait for her and wait for her decision from her. People who want to run are going to run. And I think there are Democrats who look at what happened 4 years ago and regret not making that decision then. So if she decides to run, she will not have a clear path.
It'll be a competitive primary.
There's a lot of Stacey Abrams exhaustion, I think, as well. I think there are a lot of people that just kind of want to move on from the era of losing barely. And I think the Democrats I think she kind of knows that, too.
Well, it wasn't barely 4 years ago, or 2 years ago.
I was going to say, she definitely helped push the Democrats over.
And she has been a figure in Georgia politics for many years now. Yeah. Mark, one quick follow-up to you. You sort of very quickly said Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones isn't really going to be the challenger, the serious challenger to Chris Carr. I think a lot of people are going to hear that and disagree.
Well, I'm saying that the job here for Chris Carr is to get in a runoff. There are going to be significant candidates running for governor. It's unlikely anyone wins the first time out. I'm saying Burt Jones probably comes in first place at this stage. We've polled it at Landmark Communications, and he leads the race. He basically was leading, count it what you will, by about 32-20 for Carr, with Raffensperger in third place at about 12%. This was in August. And so I think the battle here right now is for second place. But you can't overlook that Congressman Buddy Carter from Savannah may also get in the race. He wants to run for something statewide, and he has a long history in this legislature. You probably get some of the fringe candidates that might run. Candace Taylor, the 1st Congressional District, has run before. And then a self-funding candidate may also get in this race as a potential serious candidate.
Gentlemen, I want to ask you this. Looking into Washington, a lot of appointments coming out from President-elect Trump. Marjorie Taylor Greene is expected to be on a subcommittee working with the Department of Government Efficiency with the House, with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. What do you see her role in this, Mark?
I think the main thing she brings to the table 100% of the time is the ability to get attention for an effort. These reports aren't supposed to be done for, I think, 18 months, I think, is when it's supposed to be submitted. This is sort of a long-term effort on their part. This isn't something that they're going to come out with in 3 weeks saying shut down half the government. They're trying to do this as a legitimate effort to sort of codify a reduction in the size of government, but her main role is going to be a communicator.
How could her involvement impact us here in Georgia?
Well, I think it's always good for a state to have a voice at the national table, and so from that angle, I think that's a good thing. And when you talk about cutting services, having someone from Georgia to maybe perhaps protect the Georgia interest is a very big thing there. But I got to tell you, 18 months from now, we're right in the middle of the 26 midterms, and so I'm not sure how effective this thing can be if they don't have control of the Senate at the end of 2026.
They will.
We'll see. We have to come back and talk about it.
We are going to see. We are going to see. We unfortunately are not going to see right now because we're out of time. But we are grateful for you all very much as always.
We're going to have to do an extended version of the panel one of these days. You guys stay with us. Our Voice of the Voter is next. We'll be right back.